Sorry?
Was the GoPro?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's Mummy.
Oh, hi.
There you go. It's 8:33 a.m. on day, gosh, I don't know. 8:33 a.m. My thermometer says 56.4. That might be right. But we also just got out of the car. It's July 1st. That's pretty exciting. I guess that means it's day 90. So that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Right back here. Let's get this blaze tap in, the same one I punched out on. Back at Rabbit Ears. Back at Rabbit Ears, had a wonderful day off yesterday. Got dinner with Kurt there. Thank you, Kurt, for putting me up. Got dinner with Kurt and a few of his friends. Let's see, there was Molly, Vaughn, Heidi, and Frankie. All wonderful, wonderful people. Had some nice elk and beef and potatoes, all sorts of good stuff. And then the night before, let's see, day 88, night 88, if you will. Martin was wrapping up his zero, and Kurt was kind enough to bring Martin into his condo as well. So Martin got a nice night in a home with a bed and all that. And Kurt treated us to dinner at a nice little restaurant there in Steamboat, which is a super cute town. Really good stop. Had breakfast this morning at a place called The Egg in Steamboat, which is a great little breakfast. Some pancakes and eggs and bacon, coffee, orange juice, good times. And now, I think we're just about 70 something miles or so from Encampment, and just about 50 miles from the wonderful state of Wyoming. So, as I said, just a little past 8:30 in the morning. You can maybe see on the ground here, got some really big storms last night, and hopefully the weather's done now. But we'll get hiking and see how far we get today. Try and make some progress towards Wyoming, hopefully tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then the next day. So anyways, yeah, I will get going. Check in with you guys later. Good afternoon, folks. It's 2:40 p.m. and I think it was 62. Yeah, 62.2 degrees. Check out this wonderful spot where I had lunch. So there's this picnic table with this wonderful view beyond. This lake and all the wildflowers, some pines in the back. Absolutely a wonderful place for lunch. Excuse me. So just finished up lunch over here. This place is called Buffalo Pass Trailhead, and accessible via dirt road. So folks will drive out, go hiking or camp or whatever. Yeah, and it's a pretty cool little spot. Those picnic tables are just barely off the trail, just the tiniest little touch off the trail by, what is this? I don't know, 200 feet maybe or something like that. But I love a picnic table, man. Love being able to like sit at a table and cook my food and kind of feel like a civilized human from time to time. There are also pit privies here, which I do not need to make use of, and nor do I need the toilet paper from the pit privies. I have plenty of toilet paper to get me through this jump, and I've heard that there are trash cans, but I haven't actually seen any, which is all just as well, because I also don't really need to dump any trash right now. I think I'm 15 or 16 miles into the day. It has been a beautiful day. Really, really nice day. 15 or 16 miles, as I say, and I've definitely come across some snow, but it hasn't been anything really worth commenting on. I mean, it hasn't slowed me down. It hasn't really impeded my progress very much at all. Perhaps it was different a week ago or even a day ago. Again, yesterday it just dumped rain all day long, so perhaps a lot of that rain kind of beat down a lot of that snow. And now everything, as you can probably hear, everything is wet and muddy. So what is, I wouldn't say quite impeding my progress. Man, just look at it out here. But what is kind of giving me just a little bit of difficulty is just, I mean, like, look at the trail here. I mean, it's just running water. And when it's not running water, it's something like this, just a sort of muggy bogginess. So my feet are completely soaked. My shoes are muddy. But the temperature's lovely. The sky's lovely. And I don't have much to complain about at all. I'm pretty happy today. So, not too sure how much further I'm gonna go. I mean, definitely I'd like to go another, 8 or 9 miles at least. It's only 3 o'clock. And so far I've been able to maintain a pretty good clip. But we'll kind of see what the rest of this trail holds. We are still gaining elevation quite slowly, but gaining elevation nonetheless, which could mean that conditions change. I'm not so much worried about weather so much as this snow that I had heard so much about the past week and a half or so north of Steamboat. But man, oh man, these wildflowers, they really liked that rain. Just beautiful. Anyways, just wanted to check in, say hi. I will get back to hiking. We'll see how far we get, and I will check in with you guys later. right, guys, it is 6:48 p.m., 54.8 degrees. And as you may be able to tell behind me here, I have my tent pitched up. Feeling good, man, feeling real good. And today was especially the second half of the day, absolutely drop dead beautiful. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I haven't checked any of my videos yet. I never do before I do these evening check-ins. I haven't checked any of my videos, but I'm really hoping that some of that came out for you because it's just been stellar. And I feel good. I'd love to keep going. There's a camp spot that I'd kind of earmarked only about another half mile or so from here. And I was really gung-ho to camp by it, but yeah, on the hike in along this sort of ridge, I noticed some black clouds in the direction in which I was heading. And I don't particularly like black clouds. I really don't like black clouds at elevation. And just as I was kind of like making up my mind about whether to kind of keep going, I thought I'd check the topos. Looks like the whole rest of, the next few miles is going to be all kind of like ridge run at elevation, and it doesn't really look like we dropped down so much. So that was kind of factoring into my decision because it didn't really look like there was going to be a great opportunity for me to bail in case things got hairy. And then there was a side trail right here, Crags Trail, I think is what it's called, C-R-A-G-S, Crags Trail. I had been earmarking a lake, which is just a little further, as I said, another half mile or so. But in case you're not aware, it is a not particularly grand idea to camp next to a lake in lightning storms. It's just not a good idea. So I decided to take this little Crags Trail down a little bit. Only came down a few hundred yards or so, but that will drop me a couple hundred feet down off of sort of that ridge. And luckily there's a few trees around, not quite as many as I'd like, if I'm being honest. But it also kind of looks like the storm is potentially, at least at the moment, kind of staying north of me, and the wind it's a west wind. So hopefully we'll just kind of catch the edges of it. But we'll see for sure. I would have loved to have kept going, and frankly, I might have even skipped past that lake because I'm just feeling good. And today's been a pretty mellow day with respect to energy requirements and stuff like that. So I would love to keep moving, but frankly, I've already put in 25 miles, and that's fine. So it's been a good day. It was a beautiful way to finish, and I'm hoping it'll be a calm night. But even if this was an overly cautious decision, I think it's having already done 25 miles in particular, I think it's a decision I can live with. I got my tent pitched up while I'm dry. I can check in with you guys. I already dug my hole for the morning. It's going to be great. I can filter some water, kind of hang out, and if the storm comes in, I'm prepared for it, and hopefully I'm low enough and near enough trees where it won't be an issue. So yeah, thanks again. Huge thanks to Kurt. It was fantastic hanging out with Kurt. I didn't mention this morning on the check-in. I'll just say this and then cut off. Then on the drive out to the trailhead, we passed Mummy, who's a French dude, born in Oregon, so he's an American citizen, but then pretty much grew up in France. Good dude, hiked the PCT in 19, and we also picked up a dude called Pacer, who is working on his Triple Crown. We saw those two guys hitchhiking separately, and Kurt, being just the super helpful, excited to help sort of dude that he is, was like, hey, you know those guys? All right, let's go pick them up. And he picked them up. He's from Rochester, so he's got a bit of an accent too. Yeah, but we picked them up and gave them a lift up as well. So that's why you saw Mummy this morning. Mummy I met for the first time back at Grand Lake, at that sort of hostel place in Grand Lake. And Pacer I just met for the first time this morning, but seems like a really cool dude. Yeah, anyways, I was saying thank you so much to Kurt. Thank you so much to Kurt for his amazing hospitality, amazing generosity, amazing kindness of spirit. It was really, really, really cool to spend time with him, get to know him a little bit. Huge shout out as well to Lauren for putting me in touch with his bud Kurt, and now my buddy Kurt as well. So Lauren and Kurt, thank you guys. Really, really appreciate y'all. And man, I'm gonna turn in, start processing video, hanging out, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow.